In Singapore, Tzu Chi volunteers promote conservation practices to a crowd of 50,000 people. Tzu Chi volunteers lend a helping hand to the homeless in Ipswich, Australia. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Dennis Wu. Thank you for joining us. Singapore's second annual Qingdai Night Fiesta was held in a neighborhood park this year, attracting around 50,000 people to attend. The organizers also invited Tzu Chi volunteers to come promote its environmental messages.
The second annual Qingdai Night Fiesta is held at Ang Mo Kio Park in Bishan this year. Lee Hsien Loong, Prime Minister of Singapore, and his wife also come to celebrate with around 50,000 people.
重点是还是来跟民众来互动。
Actually, over 80 Tzu Chi volunteers have come earlier to set up 18 spots in the park to promote environmental protection from morning till night.
Buy things you really need, not things you want.
Because
there's a global warming now, I don't care if they'll listen. I'll just tell them. If they won't listen, they'll walk away. But I still thank them. I'll just do my best.
I think this is good because not many people do it. This is a good way to remind them.
It's like a way to raise awareness. It's a good thing.
When people are willing to come to Tzu Chi's booth, they'll learn about environmental protection.
罐啊、plastic 啊、CD 很多东西可以收啊。
觉得环保重要吗？
重要啊，为什么不重要？你们这种精神是非常好。
Your spirit is very good. Everyone now rushes for their lives. They should take time to do recycling. They need to be educated.
应该要时间啊，多多教育。
地不落地，生活更美丽。
This year's fiesta became prettier because people are more aware of environmental protection.
In England, Tzu Chi volunteers held a blessing ceremony in London, which was attended by ROC representatives to the UK and other members of the local Chinese community. In addition, the participants also learned about the humanistic values of the Buddhist charity.
At the blessing ceremony held by the England Liaison Office in London, which is an important event for the local Chinese community, ROC representative to the UK, Liu Zhigong, has come to thank Tzu Chi.
As friends of Tzu Chi, we feel honored. It is more important that we, as diplomats, seize the occasion to thank Tzu Chi volunteers worldwide for helping us.
Besides diplomats who are familiar with Tzu Chi's global charity missions, other participants also get to know this NGO from Taiwan through a video here.
I was really surprised and touched at the global reach of the organization. That's terribly impressive. And the video, to see all the work that's done, to see the founder is I mean, she is extraordinary.
We live in a dry society these days. It's like you don't really see much of compassion, solidarity and love, and usually it's like people will expect something back. I mean, I don't want to be cynic, but you know, unfortunately it's this way. And when you see people like giving just because there is nothing coming back, but the reward is just to giving, that's what you get back is like, you know, so much happiness.
Embracing the new year, England, like many other countries, faces its trials. As a Buddhist organization from Asia, Tzu Chi has taught people here to give with gratitude and to find peace of mind.
Our final report on the Samoan way, knowing what it's like to desperately need a helping hand. Marita Kalove and her family, who live in the San Francisco area, regularly hold hot meal distributions to help the homeless. Next, let's join them on their most recent hot meal distribution, where they prepared enough food for 150 people.
Cooking for 150 people, it's a lot of work, but I have a lot of help to help me. And it's so worth it when you see a smile on someone's face out there in the street. Right now, I'm just packing little snacks in little bags.
My duty today is transporting this all the way to the distribution area.
I want to say I think I did like about 30 or 40. And no, it's not tiring to do it because it's a team effort.
Last night, went out to a friend's birthday party, stayed out until like 3 a.m. in the morning. Right now, I'm just really tired. But I'm here today because when we did this last time and we didn't have enough, it just made us want to, as you can see, like give more.
We're almost ready, almost ready. 10 o'clock, we had a volunteer from Tzu Chi come in and help us continue to do the rest of the prepping.
We want to make sure everybody that is there gets something. We don't want to give everybody else 3 or 4 plates and the other ones still coming. So, we ready? Yeah. All right.
And then after that, we all jumped in the car and went to our destination.
We were once just like you guys. I know how it feels. 30-some years ago.
We told them about a month ago we'll be back, and we had more than enough lunches.
But this time, we didn't see as many people.
We were all waiting for more people to come.
We're only like a half a block from the shelter.
And I guess the shelter were feeding them lunches, and before they weren't feeding lunches.
And so we're waiting for that group to be done with lunch and then make their way here. So right now we're waiting. But we got to not only serve that one area that we were at, we got to get in our cars and go out, you know, to see if there was more. We've loaded up 2 cars, a van and a small car, and we're gonna drive around. These guys need food. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's grab 4 or 5 bags. There you go. Here. Did you get a bag? Oh, wait for your bags.
Seeing the family work together has been really influential and inspiring to me because it shows how powerful and how far-reaching working as a family can be. In the future, I want to use this to kind of get closer with my own Tzu Chi volunteers so that we're better able to serve the community.
Eventually, a lot of people came out, and so we were able to distribute 150 plates to all the homeless people.
That's why I say it starts from something here once a month that builds up that relationship with Tzu Chi.
So through this homeless distribution that Ms. K's family realized that in working with Tzu Chi, it's a long-term relationship.
We'll definitely try to help each other wherever it's needed. For example, we're not dental aides, but we do go out there and help out with medical outreach.
They have come to Tzu Chi's office, so I have been going to the church because I really want to understand the culture, and I want to understand intrinsically, you know, where they have got their will, their strength, and their joy.
I know this is only the beginning, but in the future I see more partnership, more opportunities, because they're like my family.
In Australia, Tzu Chi volunteers also held a distribution for the homeless in Goodna of Ipswich. Inspired by mother-daughter pair to hold the event, the volunteers hope to bring the homeless much-needed love and warmth.
At the distribution held by Tzu Chi, the early birds are doing exercises while others get to know each other. These homeless people in Goodna of Ipswich are meeting Tzu Chi volunteers for the first time. The volunteers hold this distribution after learning about the work Helen and her mother have been doing to help the homeless.
From this morning would be that everybody is thankful for what they got. The food will go a long way to helping the people of Goodna. It's not just the food, it's not just the bags, it's not just the towels. In a lot of cases, it's just people that care about it, people that are prepared to do something for them. And that would have brought a lot to these people.
Helen, who is also from a low-income family, is doing her share to help the homeless. Her love has also inspired others to donate to this coin bank, which will be used to help Syrian refugees.
The Buddhist Tzu Chi Stem Cell Center has helped complete some 4,000 bone marrow transplants since its founding some 20 years ago. Though it takes great sacrifice and courage for potential donors to follow through with the donation, those on the receiving end also have to endure the hopelessness brought about by their diagnosis. We now see how two former leukemia patients in China are lending their strength to support patients awaiting their bone marrow transplant.
I received my bone marrow from Taiwan 15 years ago. She also got hers from Taiwan. She had it done 5 years ago. So please be confident and have faith. Once you have recovered, we will visit your home in Fujian.
Cheering up patients in isolation ward with sunshine-like smiles, Chen Xia was the first patient in Suzhou to receive bone marrow from Taiwan.
Don't be mad at yourself for getting sick, since you can't change the fact. Just work hard with your doctor. It's very important to stay positive. See all of us out here. We all developed the same illness right around your age. More than a decade has passed, and we are all alive and well. So you will too, okay? Everyone working in the toll booth knows me, so they never charge me a penny when I come park here.
Empathizing with those who shared her fate, over the last 15 years since she received her transplant, Chen always makes time to visit the first affiliated hospital of Suzhou University.
Both of our Chinese zodiac signs are the monkey, our blood types are AB, and we both got our transplant done on the 13th, so we share a lot in common.
All of the patients are very excited when she comes to visit. They don't ever want her to leave. By coming here to cheer up the patients and help them stay positive really does help.
On September of 2000, Chen, who was born in Taizhou, Jiangsu, was diagnosed with acute leukemia at the age of 20. After more than 6 months of chemotherapy, she was able to find a matching bone marrow donor through Tzu Chi's database.
If the god of death doesn't want me yet, that means he probably has some more work for me to do. Since I am alive and well now, I shall do meaningful work.
With a passion for art, Chen has been devoting herself to her career while serving the public's interest. Running an art center back home, she often invites artists to submit their work for charity auctions.
At first, you feel you stand to lose more than you will gain. But after you do it, the warmth of love in your heart is simply priceless.
你好。
你好，怎么帮到你？
找一下那个麦丝红。
麦丝红是吧？
对，我们是慈济的志工。
要不我带你过去吧，在你床边。
好的，好的。在这边上。好，方便的话，谢谢哈。
Having endured the same ordeal, Huang Guishen, who got his transplant in 2012, is serving with city volunteers at the Guangzhou Nanfang Hospital.
I got mine 3 years ago. To be able to stand there and tell him that I'm still alive, such simple act can bring him immense hope.
It took some time for Huang to open up and see things with an open mind. When he first found out he was sick, he didn't cope with the news so well.
At the time, my second child was only 3 years old. He told me, "Daddy, back then, you never wanted me around." Whenever I think about what he said, how I pushed him away, I just feel so horrible.
Since receiving his transplant, Huang has been troubled by complications.
My lungs, livers, and kidneys, and I even have osteonecrosis. Perhaps none of this matters. At least I'm alive.
7702凌晨12点35分刚到。
第一个还是身体先照看好，因为5年是一定要经过的，那急不得。
在这边哎呦，怎么样？现在觉得怎么样？挺好，太紧张。
有一点紧张。
有一点紧张啊！哎呀，人家说这个把身体交给医生，对不对？然后。
With Tzu Chi volunteers at his side cheering him on, Juan has found the courage to fight and has even made a wish.
I very much admire Tzu Chi volunteers. All the volunteers, regardless of the circumstances, can reach out and help people in need. I may be wearing this now, but I hope to one day put on your uniform. It is better to be safe than sorry. Just in case of a disaster strike, the students at the elementary division of Tzu Chi Senior High School, affiliated with Tzu Chi University, practice disaster preparedness. Whether it's an earthquake, a tsunami, or a fire, teachers wanted these children to learn practical methods for responding to such situations.
Opening the doors, turning off the lights, and ducking under their desks, the students of the elementary division of Tzu Chi Senior High School, affiliated with Tzu Chi University, are practicing earthquake safety.
We hope that we can cultivate safety awareness with the students. We want them to understand a sense of urgency during disasters. Not only so they know how to protect themselves, but also so they can spread this kind of awareness with their families and others.
In case of tsunami, the teachers led the children to the highest points on school grounds and made sure they kept safely in line and knew the route.
Now I know where to go inside the school if a tsunami comes.
In learning preventative measures, disaster conditions were simulated with the help of some environmentally friendly smoke machines to give children practical experience in escaping from fire to find fresh air.
I learned how to keep my head down and crawl along the floor. You shouldn't stick your head up.
Learning basic safety knowledge and methods will produce citizens prepared for disasters in the future, helping these children better protect themselves and others.
A student of the advanced math class at Tainan Jianxin Junior High School, Li Qiaoen, unfortunately perished with her family when their home in the Weiguan building collapsed due to the tremor on February 6. We now bid her farewell with her classmates.
My Li Qiaoen has gone, but you must keep on living for her.
They hug one another because they are sad about their friend's passing, but they will carry on her dream.
Qiaoen, I will study in the science class at the high school for you.
They gently take down the cards from the tree and put them into a box. Together with Qiaoen's school supplies and school uniform, they give everything to Qiaoen's aunt. What is special among them is this graduation certificate.
We give her this graduation certificate to signify that she will always be an excellent student of Jianxin Junior High School.
She always studied hard. She always pushed herself to be in the best condition.
Her family are all together in another dimension. At least it's a good ending too.
Qiaoen's classmates are singing a song of her favorite singer, Jackson from China. They have agreed to remember the merits of Qiaoen and cherish their lives.
Learning of the plight of earthquake victims in southern Taiwan, the teachers and students of the Kuala Lumpur DaAi Educare Center in Malaysia decided to act. Besides donating their red envelopes from Chinese New Year, the children also canvassed for donations from adults. To instill humanistic values in its students, the Kuala Lumpur DaAi Educare Center encourages them to make donations to help quake victims in Taiwan. Despite their young age, the children are full of love. 5-year-old Qin Zehao donates all the monetary gifts he received for Chinese New Year. His kind gesture delights his mother, who hopes that his compassion can be inspired in the process.
里面有谁的爱心？我的弟弟爱你，我的爱你。
We would have saved the money in our bank account had it not been used. The quake victims probably need it more than we do. Therefore, its value is greater if we donate it.
Besides making donations, the children also go into Tzu Chi offices to canvass for donations, hoping to gather the collective strength of all. Divided into 5 teams, the children's fundraising is welcomed by all the adults.
If you put your money into a donation box upon seeing one, you're cultivating your love. It takes affinity for you to see a donation box, so just put your money in it.
As long as the cause is real and meaningful, then we should contribute when adults or children canvass for donations.
Doing their best to invite all to contribute, the children have already made a difference. Tzu Chi volunteers in northern Taiwan recently held gatherings to greet their Dharma family for the new year. The events were a chance to welcome newly certified volunteers, as well as to encourage the rest for the year ahead. Let's take a look. This is the gathering in Taipei's Zhongzhen district. This is Yonghe district in New Taipei City. Volunteers in Tucson also ring in the new year with their Dharma family. But the most exciting aspect of these events is meeting the newly certified Tzu Chi volunteers. Many of them are also eager to share their stories.
There was one time I was stationed outside the MICU as medical volunteer. Then people came out with the body of a deceased. The scene really struck me. I think we should seize our time.
Impermanence is all around us. It's always there in each of our lives. If you don't take time to do good deeds when times are good, and when you are able to, then what other time can you? You can't just sit around passing your days.
On the path of these volunteers' lives, they all understand that once you join the Tzu Chi family, there is no more time to hesitate in spreading compassion. Together in 2016, the year of the monkey, the Tzu Chi family is taking their first steps forward. In the Philippines, Tzu Chi volunteers visited the island of Bohol to hold the first spring blessing ceremony of the year, which was attended by some 2,000 people. To reciprocate Tzu Chi's assistance in the past, many also donated to the Southern Taiwan Earthquake Relief Fund. We leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.